In the last month, a lot of people have been making videos about how YouTube is dying, both really large creators and small creators alike, with different conspiracy theories and thoughts on it. So I just wanted to make a quick video on my thoughts on it and what I think's causing it. So I've just watched some fantastic videos from people like Ricky Lee, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I'm done with YouTube. The views are terrible," and I agree. If you're watching this, thank you very much, because there'll be a very small amount of people watching it, because my long form video views are in the toilet. They're not what they used to be. I used to be able to upload a video and comfortably get 1,000 views, maybe 2,000 views on a long form video. And now I'm getting a couple of hundred views. And my content hasn't changed. I don't think it's got any worse. I'd like to think it's got better, if anything. And I've really been struggling to realise why. Why is it doing it? Short form, great. Shorts, go crazy. I thought, is it just me? Am I just getting, am I getting old and boring? Stuff like that. Am I changing what I'm doing? No, I'm trying to do more interesting things. The only stuff that gets views, I'm quitting. Should this be banned? Fight at the car boot. Not that I do that, but just drama, controversy, dopamine, highs and lows, that sort of thing. Now, I've gone down the rabbit hole with this, and if you go to Ricky's video, which I'll link down below, he talks about videos from Linus Tech Tips. The Spiffing Brit also did a video about it, which is about age restriction, that there's new age restriction policies that have come into play, and it all centered around about the 10th of August. And a lot of people were saying it was that. It's since been disproven by a channel called Josh Strive Hayes. It's well worth checking out his video, and he shows using graphs that around the 10th of August, a lot of creators that make long-form videos experienced a sudden dip in views from desktop. And this has been attributed to changes in how YouTube deals with people using ad blockers, which are predominantly on desktop. And you can see the lines all stay the same, and then around the 10th, the desktop views nosedive. Now that in itself would explain that, but those views were not monetizable views anyway, so didn't affect people's payouts, but did show a reduction in views. So that could be it. But I think, having talked to the people at vidIQ, which is the mentorship scheme that I'm part of, as well as on the forums and stuff, it is a general YouTube change that was twofold. It's a YouTube change, and also it's a viewership change. The proliferation of TikTok, shorts, low attention span, high dopamine content have completely changed the YouTube landscape. And it's not what it used to be. I used to be able to put out a video of me going through, 20-minute video of me going through a bag of jewellery or something, or going through stuff, and people would watch it just to see what I found out of a general interest. And now, unless I'm pulling out absolute gems within the first 40 seconds, people just go. They're gone. There's so many creators out there, which is amazing that there's so many creators out there. People have so much choice. They're spoiled, and their standards are just so high. So unless you grab them in that first minute, they're gone. Dust in the wind. The algorithmic part is YouTube have said, and also it's been shown, that YouTube, what they do with long form views, is they show your video to a small demographic of subscribers on your channel. And if those subscribers don't click on your video, so maybe sort of, depends on the size of your channel, but 300 to 500 people, if those people don't click on your video or scroll past it, it's been deemed as it's not interesting. Or if they click on it and click away really quickly, it's not interesting. So then your video tanks. So if you're putting out videos that are just getting a couple hundred views, that's probably the reason why. It's this small demographic of people that are not clicking on your videos. And that detrimentally affects channels kind of like myself and others that are a more generalist channel. Obviously, I focus on reselling and making money and stuff like that, but I do other videos. I've done a lockpicking video, which went nuts, which was great. But the problem is I had loads of people subscribing thinking I'm a lockpicking channel because of the name. It kind of makes sense. And if you're one of those people, hey, thanks for watching this one. But they're not going to be interested in eBay. So I've kind of poisoned the well. because say you're a channel that does reselling and then a bit of a vlog, like day in the life of, I'm going shopping, I'm going to this tourist attraction, whatnot, and you upload on the same channel, the people who watch that probably aren't interested in eBay. So if they're getting served up an eBay video, they're going to skim past. They're not interested, and that really affects your channel, because YouTube are looking for attention span, how long are you watching the video, what you're clicking on. So it's no longer about titles, thumbnails, stuff like that. It is, and that's why drama gets views, because if you've got a I'm quitting, people are going to click on that. The curiosity, they're going to click on that. So that's why they do better. But if you look at the audience retention on those videos, once they find out the reason why, they're gone. They don't want the explainer afterwards. And it's no disrespect to yourselves, the people watching this video. They're probably 150 people who are going to watch this video. But it was really getting me down. I'm going to be honest, it's really getting me down about it, because I've talked to multiple people that, you put work into videos, and when it just comes down to it being about drama, I don't want to make videos just because they're like a soap opera. And if you've got to do that, it just sucks the creative life out of it. Obviously, I want it to be interesting, and I do waffle a lot. I'm waffling now, but I think that is the reason why the drop-off in views across the board on reseller content. Obviously, as well, for myself, I took huge gaps in uploads, like when I lost my dad, and then when my son was born, I took huge gaps there, which detrimentally affected my channel. And older channels are affected as well, because we have a lot of inactive users. So I would say, where I'm at now, 9,000 viewers, I would say about 7,000 of those probably aren't even consuming YouTube content. Either they're not reselling anymore, the COVID, resellers have dropped off and back to work, they've popped their clogs, they just don't use YouTube anymore, a myriad of reasons. So subscriber count is less and less relevant sometimes as well. You can have a fresh new channel, and YouTube have actively said they're promoting fresh new YouTube channels. They're getting crazy views, and I always used to think, I was like, why, like, someone's putting out videos, and it's a kind of a jealousy thing, but not really. Like, someone's putting out reselling content, they're new, they're fresh, they're coming out with videos which are really long, kind of interesting, with crap thumbnails, and they're getting 4,000 views. What am I doing wrong? And it's YouTube pushing the newer stuff, which I get why they do it. And also, it's just all the things I talked about. They've not got the burden of inactive users and that sort of thing. Their subscribers they've got have subscribed recently. They're more active, they're more invested. And you see it across the board. You see it on gaming channels, massive gaming channels that have got like 10 million subscribers, and they're getting a couple of thousand views a video. Absolutely mental. And that's because they've taken big gaps, they've got burnt out, and it's just been detrimental to their channel. So that's my 2 cents on the subject anyway. It sucks. It really does suck. And it's I'm not quitting. I'll probably title this video, I am not quitting, just so somebody watches it. So if you've watched it this far, drop me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about YouTube. How do you consume YouTube? Do you watch it on mobile? Do you watch it on desktop? Do you watch it in the background? I'm just trying to work out what suits, what's best, because I want to make good content for you. And obviously, I would like the views, because the views do pay. And short form content's great. I can do that. I enjoy doing short form content. But if there's no point doing it. You do a video that's got 2,000 views and it'll pay like 5p. But if you had 2,000 views on a long form content, it might pay £5. Totally separate. So I do think part of it is YouTube pushing short form content, mainly because they don't pay as much for it as well. And it's just the TikTok effect, the short attention span, the dopamine, that sort of thing. So, yeah. So thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be really interested in the 3 people who probably comment. And sorry, it's a bit of a down video, this one, but go check out the other videos I mentioned, and I'll link to some other channels which are really need some views because they're struggling, and they do make good content, and I do think you should go watch them if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.